What's up? This your boy Young Cash, Duval County Representative, Winsquad CEO, and you know I represent that Nappy Boy. And you plugged in with my dog Jay, my homie, my brother. Salute, kid. Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Plugged In with Jay. I am here with my guy Young Cash. We've been trying to work this out for a while. How you doing, man?
Hey, good, man. I appreciate you, bro, for being patient with me.
Oh man, I just appreciate you giving me your time, man. Much appreciated. So, I know you're a busy man. I know you're at your club right now. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your club?
Oh, I got a club out here in Jacksonville, Florida. It's called South Beach Lounge. It's pretty much a restaurant and lounge, but it's big enough to do shows and stuff like that. So it's kind of like I want to say giving you that Miami feel in North Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't been nothing like this like in our city before. So it's gonna be nice when we open up in the next month.
Cool, man. Cool. Everybody pay attention to IG and Twitter and all that stuff for him to be able to tell y'all when that happens. So good deal, man. Otherwise known as Joey Galaxy, rapper, producer, CEO of Winsquad Entertainment, Nappy Boy artist. Let me ask, man, I can see how much you adore your kids. That's probably right. the main thing I see you put out there, you and your kids, man. That's an awesome thing. How do you keep up being such a good dad, being an artist? How can you balance that?
It's actually hard. That's really why I kind of took a hiatus, because my kids was like really the most important thing to me. So I have an older son that's 18 right now. People think they call me Young Cat, but I got an 18-year-old son for real. You know what I'm saying? So he's autistic, right?
Okay.
So I never really got the fatherly, interaction, like father-son interaction with my son, because he's nonverbal at that. So, but he's a gifted kid. Like when it comes to games and computers, he's like phenomenal. But I never really got that fatherly, interaction as far as being a dad. So when my twins came, it was just different. You know what I'm saying? It was like starting all over. So I got to really, and I just really tapped in and plugged in with them. And I put a lot of stuff on the back burner, like music and, the whole entertainment life. So I've just been doing that for like the past 8 years. But I still was dibbing, dabbing in the music, you know what I'm saying? Even though Payne always gonna want us to work. So we always work in some kind of way. But yeah, it's hard, but at the same time, I'm having fun doing both. So I just try to balance it out as best I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I can see that, man. That's awesome. It's a good thing to see. So born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida, as you're saying, you're at your club in Jacksonville. I mean, what was it like growing up for you in Jacksonville?
It was pretty smooth, man. Like I come from a musical background. You know what I'm saying? My mom and my dad, they both was gospel singers. And and it was in the group, that's how they met. It was in a gospel group together, along with my uncle Jimmy Hill. And so I just remember growing up, just going to rehearsals and all that stuff, and being a part of all that. And then I actually was a real big sports guy. Like my whole family was all in sports. Like my stepdad was a football coach, so I was like basketball, baseball, football year round, since 5 years. So I've been an athlete. So it was pretty smooth, you know what I'm saying? Like I did sports, high school, led my city in scoring at 31.3 points a game. I was like the top dog in basketball the year I came out. And that's when the music, started coming around. But Jacksonville is a hard city, man. Like most of the time is number one with the murder rate in Florida and all that. So it's kind of a city where you gotta, keep your head on the swivel. But I was kind of separated from that doing the sports. My brother, my oldest brother, Vic, God bless the dead, he was the one who was, he played basketball too. He had a basketball scholarship. When he came home, he had got into the streets. So I was kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, trying to, do sports and then do my brother. He wanted to do music and all this. But at that time, like my brother was kind of raising me. So I was like into all the older guys were my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? My brother's age, my brother's like 10 years older than me. So all those guys were the guys who I hung out with. I never really hung out with people my age, And so by the time I graduated, I just wanted to do some regular kids. I wanted to do some regular kid shit. I wanted to go to college and do it. You know what I'm saying? My brother was already past all that. And he wanted me to do what they were doing. But I was like, man, just let me live my life for a little bit. So I ended up going to upstate New York to play on a basketball scholarship. And came back. And after that, I came back home. And that's when my brother ended up getting shot. You know what I'm saying? After we were already doing the music. We had a group called the 904 Clique in the city, and we were making noise. And he pretty much was upset with that I left. and went to college. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like kind of like breaking up the group, and I was like the hottest one in the group. So I came back. My brother was like, "Are you going to the NBA?" I was like, "Nah, you know, I don't think I'm going to the NBA." He said, "All right, then come back home. Let's get this money." I was like, "I bet." So I came back. You know, and that's when he got shot. You know,
That's sad,
it
man.
was
I'm
like,
sorry to hear that, brother.
it's a rough city. It's a rough city.
It sounds like it, man. Sounds like it. Old Duval.
Yeah.
CEO of Winsquad Entertainment. Yes. How did you get that started? How did Winsquad come about?
Well, it actually started when I'm gonna say this a lot. God bless the dead, because a lot of my people that's close to me have passed on. But Exclusive J, I don't know if you ever heard that name. Exclusive J was one of the he was a part of this group called not it's not like a rap group, but it was like some like a like I guess it was some kind of entertainment company in Tallahassee where T-Pain is from, called Tallahassee Hot Boys.
Okay.
And he was working with Tay Dizzle when Tay Dizzle was with Nappy Boy and Marco Mall and all those guys. And when he came to Nappy Boy, I had just signed with Nappy Boy. And that was like the end of 2008 or 2009. And so when he seen me, you know, he was like, "What you know? Well, you got a manager and none of that?" I was like, "Nah." And so he immediately like clung on to me, and we got attached. So Exclusive J was like, oh man, I can't even explain what he was for me. Like he pushed my career like to the next level, and he's younger than me too. He's like my little brother, but he touched so many people like with my music and like management, like pushing me to this and having me doing all these certain type things. He did all my mixtapes. I really didn't have to do nothing but just rap, bro. That's it. When I was alive, and so at one point he was like, "You need to start your own thing." And like back home in Jacksonville, this is when I was in Orlando. Back home in Jacksonville, me and all my homeboys, my team, we used to be called DCR, Duval County Rock Stars. Before that was MOE, the Money was Entertainment, everything. That was my brother. Them. Like Jimmy was like, "You got to start your own thing. You got to start." And then he's like, "What are y'all on?" Like, we about winning. All we do is win. Like everything we would say would be about winning. Like the night we go out to the club, we're like, "Did you win last night?" You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Right. So me and him came to the Win Squad thing. You know what I'm saying? So we started that. So basically it was me and him. And then I had two other partners back home, Lil Hen and Face back home, which was so they were my partners too. So we all came together and just created the Win Squad. And that's how it started.
Okay. Yeah.
So I credit Exclusive J for bringing that to my attention that I needed to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah. Branch out and do your thing, because you're getting pretty hot.
Right.
So used to be known as Joey Galaxy. When did you officially become Young Cash?
Actually, I was always Young Cash. I became Joey Galaxy when I went to prison, because what happened with where the name come from is I started trying to differentiate the singing from the rapping. I kind of didn't know that it was, you know what I'm saying, with me, because people to this day still know, oh, they're like, "You sing?" I'm like, "Yeah," you know what I'm saying? But I was trying to differentiate them two and get two checks. So like, if you want to, I can go sign a deal as Young Cash, and I can sign a deal as Joey Galaxy and separate it. I was trying to be the first person to do that, but it didn't work out like that. But anyway, it was just like an alter ego of me singing. And so when I went to prison, I kind of wanted to come out on a fresh, you know what I'm saying, like a fresh name, fresh start. Mm-hmm. So I just retired the name Young Cash, and then I came back out as Joey Galaxy. But a lot of the stuff before I went in was already being, you know what I'm saying, created to go towards that way. So a lot of stuff they started putting Joey Galaxy on a lot of stuff. But when I came back home, it was like, nobody was calling me that really, like, except certain people like fans, you know what I'm saying? Right. So everybody was still Young Cash. So they both stick. So it's all good.
Yeah, man. I remember I was listening to, I was checking on YouTube, and like, I like to look up, things about artists that I fuck with. And I saw you did a cover of Colorblind.
Oh yeah. Man. That's a crazy story in itself, man. That's a crazy story. I actually, the movie Cruel Intentions. This is how it started.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you seen that movie before.
Cruel Intentions? Ryan Phillippe and
yeah, right. So like that real dope to me. But on that little love scene, that's what they play that record. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, I was like, this shit is fucking dope. So I went to my producer M Jeezy. I was like, man, I want to flip this shit, bro, because I used to always take records and then flip them, and I got known for that. That's one of the reasons that Universal came and signed me. That I would take people records and I would flip them and make them my own and do my own thing. So I said, gee, next one right here. So we did the record. And this after I had signed Universal with Steve Rifkin. I did the record. So of course we got to get the record clear because it was gonna go on my album. And we had to go to Adam Duritz from Counting Crows, the the group who did the song.
Right.
We had to Adam Duritz to get it cleared. And when he heard the record, he was like, "Hey man, I want to be on the record." I couldn't fucking believe it, bro. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fly to New York." He said he flew us out to New York. I met Adam Duritz from Counting Crows. She was crazy. And we did the record, and it didn't really come out like how for me doing it, you know what I'm saying? Because I just did it my own way. And you know how like when you hear something, you hear it one way, and then you try to change it. It's kind of like it don't really resonate how you thought it would. But
right.
Once he did the record, he was like, "Yeah," he said, "I'm just going to let you do it. I'm not really, so it don't sound the same. I don't have the same feel as when you did it."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like cool. But after that, me and him built a relationship, like, and we've been cool ever since. So that's how that came about, that record.
That's cool, man. That's dope. You got connected with Adam Duritz. That's pretty sick. As you might have seen, I'm not sure if you've seen any of my interviews, but I have had the pleasure of interviewing T-Pain and your record cohort, Cheo Nash.
Right.
How did you and Pain get hooked up? Was it just from being in the same area?
Well, back when I was grinding, like trying to get going after a record deal, I was all over Florida. Like because I had my own money, I was doing my own thing, right? So I ended up in Tallahassee. I had an interview at the radio station, and that's when I first heard the Sprung record. Mm-hmm. So the Sprung record, I'm like, damn, who is this? And it was like this guy named T-Pain. He's from the Nappy Heads, and of course I knew about the Nappy Heads from the FLA record and the Robbery record. But they was like, yeah, this is the youngest guy, T-Pain. He, is this his song? He did the beat. That's him singing. And I was like, well, shit, how much you charging for the beats? And they was like, it was like he charged like $50. So I was like, shit, I want 1,000.
Right.
Tell him to pull up, you know what I'm saying? I'll buy all this shit. So he pulled up, him and his homeboy at the time pulled up. And I followed him back. I was in my Hummer, man. I had my Hummer back then on 24 rim, big young cash sign on the back, blared out music and shit. So he thought he knew I had some money. See the jury and all that shit. He knew I had some money. So I get back to his house. I pull up to his house, right? They running the fucking whole house on a fucking generator. Like a generator outside.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad. I go in his room, we got the studio in there. So all I want to do is play on that auto-tune shit. So I'm just like, man, put that auto-tune shit on. I'm just talking in the mic and playing on the mic with that shit.
Right.
So I started listening to some of his beats, and I had picked out 3 of them. So he was like, so I tried to give him $150, $50 a beat, 3 beats.
Right.
But he said, nah, he said, my beats are $500 a piece. And I was like, what? He was like, so I said, they just told me at the radio station you charge $50. He was like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, that's what they be trying to do me. Like, they be trying to lowball me. They try to hate on me, man. They don't want me to win. They don't want me to get no money. And I was like, bro, I understand because they do the same shit in my city. So I was like, bro, I ended up giving him $1,000 a beat. So I gave him $3,000. You feel me? Just on the strength and the love, you know what I'm saying? I just felt kind of bad. I felt his energy, and I felt because I'd been through the same shit in my city. So I gave him $3,000. And I was like, matter of fact, I said, just come back to Jacksonville with me. Come to my studio and just drop beats from me and all my all the team. And I give 10,000, I give 7 more thousand. So he was like, fuck it, bet, let's go. So he came back, and that's when he started living with me in Jacksonville before we both left LA to potentially go get deals. But yeah, so he was living with me for a little bit in Jacksonville, and that's how we met. And then ever since then, we just been like, it's been brotherhood.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's cool. Man, that was good of you, man.
I was that type of dude, man. Like, and then shit just come around full circle. Like, I didn't know he was gonna be who, you know what I'm saying, who he was and all that shit at the time. I just felt sorry for the kid. I see how he was living, and you know what I'm saying, I see people trying to, do him wrong. So I just tried to bless him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're absolutely right. Karma is a real thing. It comes around full circle, like you said, for real.
Sure. And
then look now, I mean, he's signed you to his label. I mean,
right. And it ended up coming like that because when I was at Universal, like they was trying to get me to do some other shit I didn't want to do. So they ended up shelving me. So I ended up running into Pain in LA, and I think it was a video shoot for him and Akon or something. And he's like, man, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are they doing with you? Like, I was like, bro, they want me to do this other shit. No, I ain't with it, bro. He's like, man, fuck that. He said, I'm gonna sign you to my shit. So he hollered at Steve Rifkin, and they came up with a little this situation. He bought me out of my deal at Universal, and then I was with Nappy Boy.
Nice, and the rest is history, huh? Speaking of signing with Nappy Boy, you y'all just had Nappy Boy week.
Right.
How was that, man? You have a good time?
Yeah, man, that was dope, man. Like all the artists were there except for P.I. think she had went out of the country or something like that. But all the artists was there, like Cheo, Spring Break. We got Mom Blue, the producer, of course, Pain. Yeah. It was basically more of like just getting like a family thing, like, you know what I'm saying, getting the family together. We wrote some songs together, man. We hung out. It was like some dope shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just had fun, like just being around everybody on the team at one time, even the staff and all that, man. It was dope. I had a good time. So it was good for the team and good for the family, man, to move forward, you know what I'm saying, 2021. Like everybody's plan, what's on everybody, what's the plans for this person and that person. So it was pretty dope, bro. We had a good time.
Yeah. You and Payne are working on, are y'all still working on? When can we expect Blues Brothers?
Probably gonna be the end of this year, man. We actually working on some screenwriters writing out the actual, because it's gonna be like it's only gonna be like 7-8 songs, and we're doing like a video for each record. So we gotta have like a plot, you know what I'm saying? We kind of piggybacking off of the Blues Brothers, the original movie, but not so much. So it's gonna be like 7 or 8 songs, and they're gonna have like a storyline. So we have like some writers doing like a storyline that they're gonna put out, and then me and Payne are actually gonna make the songs around the storyline, so it'll be dope like that. So we're probably looking like towards the end of the year for the Blues Brothers project.
Man, I'm looking forward to that, man. I was talking to him the other day about it, and he was saying that y'all are still working on it. Didn't get all that though, but you know, we text every once in a while.
We're just doing random records at first, you know what I'm saying? Which we got a lot. Anytime me and Payne work, it's dope and shit. Like we have so much shit that people have never heard that it's crazy. But we started just like doing a couple of records together just to, you know, before we came up with the idea to do the whole storyline of 7 to 8 videos. But so we got like probably like 20, 30 records that we can go with right now if we wanted to. But we're gonna line it up this way and do it like go with the screenwriters and present it that way.
Yeah, it's gonna tell the story throughout.
Right. Yeah. So it's gonna be dope.
That's dope, man. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be good. Now, there's a song that you can actually call an anthem at this point, that you actually came up with the concept for, right. But I don't really hear you get any love about it, which I think you know what I'm talking about. Can you elaborate on that for me? I mean, you know, that song being All I Do Is Win. Yeah, man. Like what originally happened was I was supposed to be on the record. Like my manager at the time, me and T-Pain had the same manager, Mike Blumstein. At the time, deal was that whatever new record that T-Pain does with Khaled, I had to be on that motherfucker, right? So that was a deal. Like I don't know how that shit got misconstrued or went left or whatever, but so I was like, Payne, well, we gonna do this, bro. Like, let's do the Win song. It's gonna be my debut. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a Win. You know, that's my brand. It's gonna push me out there, push my brand. He was like, Payne was like, yeah, dope, let's do it, blah, blah, blah. So we did a record. I did the verse. And it was like, I think, the first time they came out, it was like, Cat was like, nah, it's too gangster, some type of shit. So I did another verse. Right, go figure. So I did another verse. The second verse was, I kind of lightened it up. But by that time, then Khaled was telling management and Payne that, yeah, man, I already had the people who I wanted on the record, like blah, 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 this and this and that. So I actually, everybody knows I'm real combative, but in the industry, I know I can't be that way. So I was like, you know what? It's for the team. Payne finna get a good look. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll be on the remix. Maybe they'll bless me on the remix. You know what I'm saying? It's my shit, my idea. This is my whole shit. The whole Win shit is me. This is what I do. I created. So I was like, fuck it. Maybe they'll put me on the remix. So that shit come out. Remix come out. Nothing. Ain't even that. So I said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna do my own motherfucking thing. I called all my people who fuck with me. Like I said, my name good out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I called Uncle Bun B from UGK. I called Gutter Gutter from Cash Money. Okay. That's my dog. I called Phil Mob, Sean Jan Smoke from Phil Mob. Who else on? French Montana. I called French Montana. I called my dog Gotti. And I called Titty Boy or 2 Chainz. Yeah, 2 Chainz. Yeah, I called it. And then, of course, Payne, these all niggas, I picked up the phone and called. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, these niggas, Khaled, nigga fucked me over, man. He ain't put me on my own shit, dog. And he put me on a remix. Come fuck with me on my version. Yeah. Everybody, hey, Khaled, you know we fuck with you, bet. Everybody did. Only person who didn't make it was French Montana because everybody said his verse was trash. And so we took him out. He to this day for it. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, his verse just went up the par as everybody else's. So everybody else who I named was on the record, including T-Pain. So if you're anybody out there, you know what I'm saying, if y'all plugged into this J Plug shit, y'all go look up that motherfucking All I Do Is Win Young Cash version. You're gonna hear the street version. You feel me? So yeah.
Happened all in one day too, bro. And Callan heard it. Callan like, oh yeah, it's dope, man. I would structure. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, miss me with that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit, man. You played me, and I did my own thing, and that's that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it was
you
just
got your
crazy.
own all-star lineup, bro. That's man.
Yeah, everybody was like, send me their verses right then that same day. Boom, 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 boom. We did that and put that shit together, dog, in one day.
Where
That's cool.
can you find that anywhere? Where can you find that?
Yeah, if you go on YouTube, it's I think it's All I Do Is Win, Young Cash, the Young Cash version or some shit like that. It shouldn't be hard to find though.
Okay, on YouTube. Anywhere like you can't download? You think Spotify or maybe SoundCloud or something?
I don't think I made it on that. It was some underground shit. Like we just put it out on YouTube, man, and just let it do what it do. And I really didn't even give a fuck about putting it on like any platform. I just wanted to do it just so I say I did it because they tried me.
Yeah, you want to kind of get stick it a little bit to
right.
Damn. Already, man. That's dope. I can't admit, as soon as we're done here, I'm getting on for real. So like you were just saying, I mean, you work with names like 2 Chainz, Ace Hood, Akon, Cheo Nash, and of course T-Pain. I mean, is there anyone that you would really want to work with? Anybody that you really want to collab with that you can think of?
Everybody know biggest Andre 3000 fan. Like, I think if I can make that happen, I'll retire from the game forever. I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Outkast period, but Andre 3000 is really my favorite rapper of all time. But I'm just an Outkast head. I love Outkast. So I would love to work with him. I would love to work with CeeLo. Shit, Drake. Fucking. There's a lot of people, man. Like, there's a lot of dope cats out here right now. I ain't really into that young artists. Right. I'm not really like that, but a lot of them niggas is dope. I fuck with a lot of their music, but I just have, you know, when you coming up, the people above you or on your peers, you know what I'm saying, you more probably want to work with. I don't like to go down and work with them young niggas. I let them do their thing.
Right,
Unless it's like Cheo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Or if they need records, you know, I do that. I write for them or some shit, but I ain't trying to like be on the record like that.
Right, I got you. Yeah, something I've noticed about most of these young cats is like, there's not really like y'all are like, if we listen to your music, y'all are lyricists. Y'all actually tell a story with what you're saying. I mean, there are some, you know, like club bangers and things like that, you know, supposed to get everybody just hyped. But when you listen to some of y'all's tracks, it's just like you're telling a story. Now you don't hear too much of that.
Yeah, it's just different, man. Like you can pretty much come out with anything and you got a nice beat or a little bop to it and you're young and, you know, you start popping on Instagram and all that stuff and it just happened. You know what I'm saying? Back then we had to actually have talent, grind, and push this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole nother different world. But I mean, it's part of the game though. You know what I'm saying? The game is constantly evolving and changing. So I don't hate on it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But it's just not my cup of tea. A lot of the shit. But it's a lot of young cats that's got some dope shit too now that's been coming out lately that I'm fucking with. So
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I got you. A lot of them are mixing some stuff now. Like some of them are actually some pretty decent lyricists. Like, you know, like you got Hobson's and which he's not too young though. Hobson's that
Ain't loves that kid. Ain't loves that kid. Ain't loves that kid. Hobson.
Yeah, he's different, man. He's good though. He's
weird, but he's just a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? He's dope.
Yeah, there's this kid out right now, NF, man. That dude his stuff is crazy. Like it gets you pretty high, but his lyrics are pretty nuts. And him and Hobson
coming out
here pretty soon.
Where's he out of?
NF, man, he didn't really talk about where he's out of.
You just know
he's dope. He's came out with something that like one of those tracks is like, you know, like the Suicide Hotline tracks that came out like with like Logic and stuff like that came out. Like one of his came out and it kind of went off, but the way his lyrics are pretty crazy. But the reason I brought him up is because he's got a track coming out with Hobson here pretty soon. So
yeah, well, if you speaking his name in the likes of Hobson and Logic, then I already know he must be dope because both of them guys go.
Yeah, NF. I'll tell you. I'll text you some of his stuff here in a little bit. It's pretty dope, man. So what do you have upcoming projects? I know we talked about Blues Brothers, but do you have anything coming up here pretty soon that we can look forward to?
I'm gonna drop this probably for my birthday. I'm gonna drop a mixtape that my cup runneth over. I already got the artwork for the project and all that. I didn't have which song because I got so many records, bro, like hundreds. So it'd be hard to count. And then I want to do fresh shit. But what I try to do with my music is I always try to make timeless shit anyway. I want to make music that I can put on anything and it wouldn't matter. Because you know, I like sometimes artists do records and be like, oh, that's old. And don't no more. I got records from like 10 years ago that'll be relevant right now because it just timeless music. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a juggle trying to pick the records, but I probably like around my birthday, like Memorial Weekend time. That's when my birthday is. I probably drop the mixtape project, and then Payne want me to finish the album. I don't know if you want to drop it this year or next year. I'm not sure, but it's pretty much just picking songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the
right.
That I got can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, somebody was calling. But yeah, I got that like I said, my cut running through over the mixtape project coming, and then the album. So whenever that happens, it should be all this year though, hopefully.
Oh man, yeah, definitely looking for it, man. I can't wait until it comes out. I'll definitely promote the hell out of that thing. Not that I'm anybody huge, but you know what I mean. So a lot of times, whenever you're coming up, man, there's something that always happens or pops off to where it just kind of spring loads you into the position that you're at. Did you ever have any blessings like that, like something like a break?
Actually, I mean, nah. I mean, my first deal I got with Steve Rick was just straight grinding and talent. They signed me off. I had no single, no nothing. They just signed me off with like just straight raw talent and grind, man. Like I remember when I went and got the deal, they was like, yeah, man, because my managers had put me in a position to where I got heard by the Littmans at Universal, Monty Littman, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said, I love this shit, man, but it's kind of he said the same shit. Like he was like, it's kind of too dangerous for me. And as soon as he heard that, Jolene Sherry out of LA flew me out to LA and said, I want to put you with Steve Rifkin. Because, you know, Steve Rifkin had Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, you know,
right.
he had them guys. So he said, that fits right up your alley. And actually on that trip, that's when I brought T-Pain with me. I told them about T-Pain. I was like, listen, I got my little brother. He's staying with me right now. Maybe I should get him a ticket too. We got a hot song called I'm Sprung and blah, blah, blah. So we flew out to LA and they actually signed me and they ain't signed Pain. Believe it or not. It was like, he like old garbage, man. Like they didn't sign him. But Akon, of course, came and signed him like weeks after that. But yeah. I never really had no, like, I would say when I did the song I'm a Freak, that's really probably what catapulted me into the next level. I did a song called I'm a Freak, and Exclusive J, like I said, God bless the dead. My little brother, he was my man at the time. He put that shit all over. It was like all over Florida, going crazy. Like we was booked every weekend. Like it was just crazy. I think that was like probably one of the moments where I was like, damn, this shit happened. You know what I'm saying? But then I went to prison right after the song came out, so I kind of lost the buzz on that. But it's a song that's kind of, like I said, it's still played to this day. Radio stations everywhere. Miami, they play it every fucking day. So that was probably a big moment. When Payne them got me on the movie Freaknik, the musical.
Yeah.
That was because I was a leading role, you know what I'm saying, on that shit. I was a lead dude on that. That was big till Steve Harvey fucking shut us down. My shit always get shut down some kind of way, bro. Like that just got bad luck when it comes to shit. With shit about to pop, I got the biggest single in Florida. I'm about to pop. I go to federal prison. I'm finna be on one of the biggest songs in the fucking world. Khaled shits on me. We get the big ass fucking movie Freaknik. This shit's going ham. Like the musical, like, it was going ham. Steve Harvey gets on the show and said, "Oh, we set black people back 10 years. They canceled the show." I like, oh Lord, well, I can't even win for losing right now.
Right.
But you know, it always gonna work out in the end. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, it will for sure, man. Like I've got a lot of buddies of mine who I've been sharing a lot of your tracks with, and they're really fucking with you a lot. And they knew who you were before, and then I sent them that track with you and Payne, Freak.
Yeah.
And then Lean on Me with you and Payne. That was one of my favorites from back in the day.
That was hard. We ended up getting Trina on that, and she wanted the record, so I just let her do her thing with that. Trina, she a good friend of mine too. Like she one of the people in the industry that always kept it real. You know what I'm saying? Never get on no Hollywood shit. So
yeah,
letting her get on that record, and she actually put it out as her single at one point. But you know, the guy wouldn't clear the record, so it ended up just going, doing what it did, whatever.
Yeah,
that got away though recently, man. So we were gonna probably try to revisit that shit to see if we can get the estate to clear it, but we don't know. We'll see.
Oh man, yeah, man. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Going on. You were saying that you spent some time in prison. I mean, do you feel comfortable going over some of that? Letting us kind of
Yeah. Nah, I was, like when I was like I said, when I was coming up, my brother was in the game. I was, like I said, I was playing sports, so I was diving and dabbing. But once my brother got shot and paralyzed, I kind of had to, take over because my brother had a whole team of, you know what I'm saying. But I was closest to him, me and his best friend Matt. So I kind of had to, start doing my thing and doing that. I watched my brother how he rocked and how he ran the streets, and I started and I put my own twist on it, did my own thing. So I ended up meeting just a Mexican cartel that I was dealing with, getting a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Putting all that money I was making in the streets from selling birds, I was putting into the music. You know what I'm saying? Into my career. Right. So it was just nothing. And then eventually I laid it down. Once I signed my deal with Steve Rifkin, I laid the game down. You know what I'm saying? Come back around 2009, they come the feds. All the cartel that I was dealing with, they had got this big kingpin auto theft shit they got involved with, and they just told on everybody who they were dealing with in the whole country. Like, cause it was going everywhere from Mexico. They was going all over the country. So I was the one in Florida who they happened to want to tell on. So that's how they got me. So, but it was so long. Like the case that they had with me was from 2003. You know what I'm saying? 2009. So I'm like, 6 years. Come on, man. So the judge was like, man, he said, I really don't want to give you nothing because it's been so long and you don't change your life. You got a career now. He said, but I got to, because of the nature of the crime, like kilos, you moving kilos, I got to give you something. So he gave me the little 2 years slap on the wrist, 5 years paper, 5 years federal probation. Then that was that. So did my little time, man. Came home but you know what, with industry time, like fucking 6 months can fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
outside out of mind kind of shit.
Yeah, and then I had a record out at the time, so I couldn't really capitalize on that shit, man. It was just like crazy. I was like, this is the fucking worst timing. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would have came when it got me way back then when it was, I was really active. Back in 03, 04, 05. You know what I'm saying? They would have did then. I would have been ready now, but it was just a crazy situation. But I needed it though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. In some kind of way, I felt like I needed it because I got my mind right. I had got my body right. I got rest. You feel me?
Yeah.
Got back structure. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good thing for me. To be honest with you.
Yeah, you spin a positive out of it. That's good. Not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you say that it helped your music? I understand you didn't get to go and I'm talking about as far as your craft goes. Do you think it might have helped you, like with that time? Did you write a bunch? Did you?
No, I didn't do any. Of course, at Nappy Boy we don't write anyway. So I ain't never. I didn't even really focus on that, bro. Like I really want to just focus on like personal shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like get my mind, body right and shit like that. Like I wasn't really tripping on no music. And then only people who really knew who I were like, of course, from Pain went on 106 Apart and said my name and had a free Yard Cash t-shirt and all that shit. So that really just, you know what I'm saying? The whole yard went crazy. But before then though, like, because, I wasn't really no mega, I wasn't no international star before, I went. So I was regional. So all the people from Florida knew who I was. They was happy. But like, we in South Carolina in the country ass places. So a lot of dudes didn't really know where they were, and I never said anything. And that's why a lot of dudes respect me as I was getting out there, and they was figuring it out and finding out. They were like, damn, bro, you just so humble, dog. Like, why you ain't tell us you was with T-Pain out there? I was like, bro, I wasn't here for that. You know what I'm saying? I was here to just do my little time, get my mind, man, get on that. So I ain't gonna say it helped musically, because I really didn't focus on music at all. I didn't write anything. All I did, I read the whole Bible and worked out, man, and tried to eat good and just kick it in, just mingling with people in there, man. It was more so just like personal, not really for music. So that's how that went.
That's great, man. And in a way, it probably did help with, everything else. Going in there and working on you personally and spiritually and everything, I bet made everything else line up just fine.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, so you're right on that. I can't say that. So it did help in that aspect. Yeah, sure. You're right.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, if you maybe like wrote or anything like that, use your time to like kind of, sharpen your craft. But which, honestly, with what you're saying, that definitely helps with everything in your life. So everything just lines up that way.
I can see like some people write. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not no person that writes my lyrics down.
Right.
Pain came with that with me. He stopped that like back in fucking 08. Like he was like, bro, we don't write. We just get in there and just say what's on our heart, say what's on our mind, come from the gut, And it's been like that ever since, you know what I'm saying? And now I don't even know how I even used to write. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's straight from the dome, you know what I'm saying? We go in there, we just come up with this shit, man. And like majority of the people who I be around now, like mostly do it like that too. Like I even see Cheo now. Like Cheo don't like me. Cheo used to write. Like I don't even see him really writing no more. He just go in there and just go. And Spring Break, of course, you know, previously A1 from that we just signed. Like he's the same way. Like we just get in there and go. Like so basically it's like the whole team is like that.
Right.
So,
that's impressive, man. Like you know, when I was younger and stuff and fucking with like the old, like first Eminem album and all that stuff and listen to that, and I got into it and I'd start writing stuff. And like, then I see cats come in and just start flipping, just freestyle. I'm like, yeah, I'm way out of my element.
That's what you're doing though when you're writing, because when you write a line, you say it in your head first. Like you like such and such and such and such, and you know, you go to writing, but like it's just like this how Pain put it in my head that made me understand. Cause like I'm the type of guy, I'm just weird. So like I can be, you could teach somebody something one way, but I can't learn it that way. I have to come through the back door and the reverse way or some kind of way. So Payne said, just look at it like this. And when he made me look at it a different way, like he was like, just imagine your voice is the pencil, your engineer is the eraser. So you say your lines, whatever, boom, it don't work, engineer eraser, come back. Say something, you know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. So it's just like you writing, but you're doing it live, you know what I'm saying, without the pen and paper. Yeah. That's how you put in that aspect for me and that perspective. It was easy. From then on out, it was a go.
Man, that's awesome, man. So that's basically your creative process. Is that what it is? You just go in the booth and just start spitting?
Yeah. Well, most of the times I don't really like to hear tracks from producers. I mean, sometimes I do. It comes like that. Sometimes you can't help it come like that. But most of the time, I already have the beat in my head or something. And I tell them I got the type of producer where I can just hum out the beat and then tell them how I want the drum, and they just do it because all my producers are musicians for real. Like they all play instruments and shit, so it's easy. So I do that, and then I already have the hook in my head, so I do the hook, and then I'll do the verses last. That's just how I do it, because like the beat and the hook is like the meat and potatoes of the song anyway.
Sure,
and
right.
Lyrics basically after I already get the feel of the song, and then making the lyrics easy. You know what I'm saying? That's my format. You know, so Payne is a fucking, he's a fucking genie, bro. Like, this nigga, I've seen this dude go lay ad libs first. How you lay ad libs first, and then you rap, and then it all adds up. Like he'll be like in the booth, boom, ha ha, yeah, and then here comes the lyrics, and it goes right with the shit. Like it's just amazing. Like the dude's a fucking genius, bro. But I still can't understand like how he does it. But one thing I can say right here, like, he's a fucking musical genius.
Yeah, he's pretty impressive, man. The stuff that he does and pulls out, it's pretty cool, man. But I mean, sitting back and watching you do your thing, man. I mean, you're right up there, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah. But like I learned a lot. I mean, I already have my own style and my own thing, but I just learned a lot from him as far as like how he played, man. Because he's like a fucking background god. Like how he places his backgrounds and how he does his harmonies on certain songs and shit, man, it's just amazing. Like I can pick that shit out anywhere. And of course, like a lot of people slip on his lyricism as far as like his lyricism as far as on the rapping shit. The nigga can rap his ass off. Like rap his ass off. Like he was like, even when we did the I think one of his best, like as far as rapping versus was that fucking designer shit. Did you hear the designer remix we?
Yeah, the remix y'all did, bro.
Yeah, that killed that motherfucker, bro. I was like, damn, bro, you gonna stop? He was going like going.
That line.
He was like, he was like, I love it when Payne feel like he got something to prove, because he go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like when he started, it sounds like almost like it's not a diss track, but it sounds like he's going after somebody.
Yeah. But he always felt like he did. He was like that shit, that auto-tune shit, like really was getting into him, dog, to the point where he was like going on rants and getting drunk. Like I remember the times like we was on the road, man, he was getting drunk. That shit was fucking with him, because so many people was trying to shit on him, but yet everybody was fucking using it. It was fucking crazy. I didn't even understand. I'm like, these niggas talking all this shit, but all you niggas is on it. Everybody is on auto-tune. But y'all talking shit about Payne. So it was just crazy, man. I didn't get it. Nobody really got it, but I could tell it was fucking with him. But when he get in that mode, that fuck it mode, and he wanna,
yeah, man. That line he's got, keep your eye away from that peephole, because I'll turn the back of your head to a peephole. I'm like, God.
And stand in the paint with any other one. Hey, they can say what they want to say. He'll stand in the paint with any of these top lyricists that y'all want to name. The Kendrick Lamar's, the all he can stand in the paint with the boys if he want to. You feel me? He can do anything he want. That boy genius for real.
Yeah, I agree, man. For real, seriously. He it's a whole other level with y'all. The way that y'all put everything together, the way that you rap, the way that you sing. Man, when I heard you sing, I was like, hold on. I had to like rewind it. I was like, this is
people be surprised, man. They be surprised because I'm a street guy. You know, like ain't too many people from the streets was doing that back then. You know what I'm saying? Like I came up under the cloth of CeeLo Green. Like he was like really the first part. Like Devin the Dude, CeeLo Green was like the first guy who I actually heard rap and sing. I was scared to sing because I was like, man, they gonna think I'm soft. You feel me? Like if I do some R&B records or if I sing on a, you know what I'm saying? But as I saw CeeLo Green, like how he progressed from the Goody Mob to being who he was, like, and then especially when Payne came along, because Payne, like he made it to where I'm gonna say what Payne did for the game. Besides the auto-tune that everybody took, I mean, that's everybody know that, of course. But what Payne did for the game was he made it all right for street guys to play R&B. Like you would never hear no street guys just coming down in their shit, you know what I'm saying, and their nice cars playing some R&B music, you know what I'm saying. But when the song came out, and he added that 808, that real hard Florida 808 to a song, man, that's how I used to hear in the hood. People coming down playing that I'm Sprung. And the song is about basically being, you know what I'm saying, being pussy whipped, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What street they gonna ride around with a song playing like that? You know what I'm saying? Tupac came out with that shit, man. He put that 808 on that. That shit was history. Like, he made it okay for that. So that's when a lot of people started transitioning. Now you said everybody started trying to sing and all that shit. Yeah. Payne started that vibe. Even with me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was kind of, I ain't gonna say scared, but I just saying, well, like, no, I don't want to do that. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna take away from my street cred or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to. Like, nah, but when Payne came out, I was like, this shit all right. Remember, I can't just, use my God-given natural talent. And, you know what I'm saying? Give me money.
I think, man, and I don't know if he'll see this or not, but I mean, if I'm being real, man, T-Pain can sing. He's got a good voice, but you got him.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say better, but his this crazy, man. His structure naturally I probably got a better voice because I've been doing this. Well, he's been doing it longer than me, but I've been watching this choir shit, and my mom and my dad both singers. This is fucking 4 or 5 years old, so I've been, you know what I'm saying. But that nigga Payne this on like his. First of all, you already got a unique, crazy voice. His voice damn already sounds like auto-tune to me anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And he hits every note. Like, he does it like, it's like strategic. Like, he hits every note like perfectly, like to me. You know what I'm saying? So he already got like, he didn't need auto-tune. It was just like a plug-in, basically a plug-in to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he don't need that shit, man. That boy can blow for real.
Right. When he was on The Masked Singer, I remember telling my wife the first time he was on, I was like, that's T-Pain. She goes,
yeah, you already know. Like, I was surprised that people was like questioning, like, who could it be? Like, his voice just sounds kind of auto-tuned already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think that's Thicke, bro. Robin Thicke, they work together.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I told my wife, I was like, that's T-Pain. She's like, no way. I'm like, I guarantee that's T-Pain. And sure as shit, whenever he took that mask off,
we all knew. We just couldn't say shit. Like, we just like watching this shit. Like, we already won. I already knew what they told me when he got back that he had won and all that shit was crazy, man. So I just had to bite my tongue the whole time. Like, people was DMing me going crazy, bro. Like, bro, is that T-Pain? I know it's T-Pain. I know you know. I'm like, man, I don't have no clue who that is, man. I don't know that voice. You know what I'm saying? Just playing it off. But that was big. That was big. I think that breathed some life back into him to have everybody respect him like that for his singing, because that was a perfect opportunity to show that you really can sing. People seeing this whole mask thing, they don't know it's you. They just loving your voice, and you won the whole fucking thing out of it. So that was dope for him. You know, they breathed some life back into him as far as some confidence in getting back in the music business like that.
Yeah. Let me ask you, man. So whenever you're not in the studio or with your kids, anything like that, or I mean, even when you're with your kids, I mean, is that how you like to spend your time off? Is with the kiddos?
Yeah. I mean, I chill, man. I just like chill, bro. Like, I really don't do too much. Like, I hang out at the little hookah lounges or the lounges you see at my spot.
Sure.
I be chill, man. Like I don't really music though is therapeutic and it's a hobby as well, not just business for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's to me, an artist from a guy, a rapper or a singer. Like, I'm a true artist. Like I would be doing this if there was no fame or no money to be made in this shit. You feel me? That's what separates an artist from a regular rapper or whatever. Like, you know, a lot of people want the fame and the money. It was cool, but me, I would be doing this regardless, bro. Like, I'm going to be making music to the day I die, no matter if anybody here, as long as I do it for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do in my spare time. I do music, and if something transpires into where it could be some business, you know what I'm saying, with it, I'll do that. But other than that, man, I just like to chill, man, hang out with my kids. I play sport. I play basketball still.
Yeah.
You know, just regular shit, man. You know, Payne on that weird shit. Payne like to play all the different games and all that shit. But I'm glad that he turned that into making some money, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he makes money off of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I wish I could make money smoking hookah. Just sit smoking hookah and make 150,000 in about 3-4 hours like he do on the video games. That'd be dope. But you know,
I feel you. You should try come out with your own hookah flavor.
Something like that. That shit might work. I don't know. But you got to find, like, that's the best thing, bro. When you find, like, music is that, you know what I'm saying? You find something that you love to do and make money off of it. It's nothing better than that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the music. I love the club life. That's why I did what I'm doing with this. Like, I don't know if y'all want to see. Let me give you a little.
Yeah, let's check it out.
See from, you know.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it real big now.
That's nice, man. When has it already been open and y'all down just because
we already I'm in the VIP section, the island VIP right now. We already we're done as far as the renovation.
Okay.
But we're waiting on. I got to get, like, you know, we're busy. I got to get a couple of licenses. I got to I just need 2 inspections, and then, like, the hotel and restaurant got to come through here and look at the kitchen. They pass me, and then I got to do, like I said, the guy who's coming in here now, they got to walk through and have, like, you got to have all your hand sinks, the soap, and all this shit, the paper towel. That's what we're doing right now.
Everything's got to be up to code. You said a hotel and restaurant. Are you attached? Are you attached to a hotel?
No, but that's just the name of it. It's hotel and restaurant is a company that goes and checks out the kitchen area, make sure the shit sanitary, clean, and all that shit.
Gotcha.
And then the fire marshal, the chief, the fire chief or whatever comes to and make sure all your alarms and the exit signs, all that bullshit, just the little technical shit. Yeah. So as soon as I get those done next week, then I'll be ready. I'll probably be open at the end of April. And then, of course, I'm gonna have my birthday. You got to come out, man, for my birthday bash. I'm gonna do here for my birthday.
Yeah.
Memorial weekend.
When you said Memorial weekend?
Yeah.
Bro, we could probably make that for real, because her mom or her dad lives in Florida and passing through. How far are you away from Fort Walton Beach?
Probably 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah. It's north. You're more north, right?
Yeah, I'm right at the top. We're right at the top, right by Georgia. So yeah, but if y'all in the area, whatever, man, it's like open invitation, bro. Like we gonna have, like, of course, Payne probably gonna come. I'm probably bring a couple of other artists. I don't know. I'm thinking about Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent. I don't know. I just want to do it big for my birthday this year. You feel me? So we'll see. Definitely May 29th. That's my birthday. Memorial weekend usually every year. Sometimes it falls either before or after, but this year I think it falls right on that weekend. So if you in town, brother, you know what's good. You're good in Jacksonville.
I got you, man. Yeah, seriously. I'll holler at you whenever we're on our way through, and we'll stop by. And even if we didn't get to make it for that, we'll definitely stop by and check the place out. And,
yes, sir. Yeah, always here. You know, if I ain't here, I'm in Atlanta. So, but most of the time I'm here. I got to run this joint.
That's what's up. Yeah, we're in Atlanta right now too. That's where we stay, is in Sandy Springs. It's not too far. That's how I met Payne, was at.
Yeah, you right up the street then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whenever he got Amber, her Cadillac. That's how I first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, you right up the street. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I've been telling him I've been wanting to interview you for a while, and he's like, "Man, it's hard to get in touch with him, man. But if you can, cool."
I've been moving around a lot, doing a lot of different shit. But yeah, man, I might actually be in the A this weekend if I don't got nothing else going on. I was supposed to go to Dallas, Texas. I had some work out there to do with an artist who wanted me to write some songs for him. But
okay,
somebody in their camp got COVID or something like that. So I ain't going.
Yeah,
it's like one of the guys got COVID, but it's still all good, man. Just wake it, man.
Yeah, we're good, man. But let's say, yeah, we're gonna take that risk. If you're in town this weekend, man, I was asking you on IG if you fuck with the NFL, if you paid any attention to the NFL at all.
Yeah.
I've got Darren Waller, the tight end for the Raiders. He's going to be coming
Right.
through for an interview, man. If you're around, you come by and meet him if you want.
Listen, man, you talking to the right guy when it comes to sports. Me and Chael know sport. Payne knows nothing about sports, bro. Nothing. It is so funny, bro. Like, you're like, yeah, man, did the football player get the rebound or what? Like, we have no idea nothing about sports, though. This shit is funny as hell to me. Like, that's when they be doing when they do these football games and shit. I'm like, bro, man, give me an extra ticket, bro. I really want to see this shit. I know you're going to do the shit, but bro, I really want to see the game. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy, but
it was funny.
Yeah, if I get out there this weekend.
Yeah, hit me up, man, because he's going to be over on Sunday. My wife's going to make a bunch of food and stuff. So yeah, you're more than welcome to come through. I'm actually going to talk to him about his music. I was going to ask you too. I've been wanting to ask any artist that I've interviewed, and it's always slipped my mind, but I'm glad we thought about this. What do you think of pro athletes?
No disrespect to him. No disrespect to him, but you would have to be on a plateau like Shaq. You feel me? Shaq's probably really the only one who ever really did it on a level. You know what I'm saying? He went platinum and all that shit, but back then it was kind of, you had to buy the CD, so it was kind of easy to go platinum. Somebody his stature, but you got to be like Shaq was like the biggest thing in sports, like at the time when he came out with all that shit. So, but listen, bro, when I tell you, you might think, bro, when I tell you, I've dealt with so many, more so football athletes that want to do music, like that have came through Jacksonville, like through the Jacksonville Jaguars, at least 5.
Really?
At least 5. I made killer songs for them too, bro, but they just don't ever resonate. You feel me? I did. Matter of fact, this one record did do good. I did a record called Keep Sweat. I did it for my artist, Manny G. Okay. Right? And actually, I think KE, KE, the producer KE on the beat?
I do. Mm-hmm.
KE actually did the beat, but KE had gave this beat out to so many fucking people. Like Soulja Boy them had it. I think Missy Elliott people had it. Some cats on the West Coast had it. It was a lot of people who had his beat. But the dude from the Jacksonville Jaguar, dude named Mincy, well, he was playing for the Jaguars at the time. He ended up going to Dallas. But dude named Mincy, Mr. Mintz, he bought the record from me because at the time I had just came home from prison. I needed money. And but my artist was kind of like, this is my record. I did, because I did give him my artist, but I told him, he said, listen, bro, I'm gonna buy the record from you. He said, I'm gonna keep your artist on it, and I'm gonna put either Drake or Kendrick Lamar on it. I couldn't turn that down. It's gonna get my artist a big ass look.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But the shit never happened. He never did it. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of upset by that. But the record still is, if you look it up, it's called it was called Keep Sweat when I did it for my artist, but he changed it to Down on One Knee or something like that. Mr. Mintz. If you look it up, it's a dope ass record. Like anybody could have rapped. You could have rapped on that shit and it would have been hot. It was just that good. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a dope record. So that's probably the biggest record that I've came out of one of the artists that I've dealt with. Well, I remember RJ Sour. I don't know if you remember him. He played for he was at USC, I think. And then he was like #1 draft pick in like 2002. I worked with him. Quentin Groves, he was with I think it was with Auburn, and then he went to he was playing for the Jaguars. Then he got traded to the Raiders. I worked with him. He actually came to T-Pain house and worked with me at the Nappy Boy studio. And then of course Mr. Mintz, who I just told you about, like several people. Andre Rison was working with my brother trying to back in the, you know what I'm saying, late night or whatever it was when he was with the Jaguars. Like these guys, these artists, I mean these NFL players are, it's just some reason they just want to be artists and rappers. Like, but it never happens, bro. It never resonates into big shit.
No,
I mean, somebody that I don't know. Am I missing somebody?
I'm telling you, man. And I wouldn't be talking to him about his music if it was trash. It's not bad at all, man.
I'm not, but I'm saying, bro, like a lot of this shit ain't. It's not even about that.
Right.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you what they would have to do, bro. And I'm gonna please tell them this. If I don't make it, I tell them this from me.
Okay.
I think the only way to work is if he's please do not reference anything that has to do with football. First off,
he doesn't at all.
Don't have your own name. Don't use your real. You know, so they have a real name, like a rap name.
Right.
Because use your name, like if you come out with fucking Tom Brady, like everybody do, they gonna automatically correlate it to fucking football.
Yeah.
You don't want them to know. You don't even want them to know you play football, or you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Especially because football, like those guys, a lot of those guys, they don't even get the recognition. You know, they have on helmets. They don't never really see them like that. So you might not, unless you're just a star player. Like sometimes, like people ain't gonna recognize you. So if they don't recognize you anyway, you come with just a regular rap name, and you got great music, it might happen like that. But if you come with that football shit, or you use your name or anything like that,
That's exactly what I was gonna say, man. Because like with Shaq, though, because it's Shaq, so you just listen.
It go no matter what. You can say Shaq, basketball. It's still gonna go. It was Shaq.
Yeah, for real.
But like, I also did a record with me and Payne did it was a commercial for damn, I can't remember what it was, but it was me, Payne, Duro from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? My dog Duro and what's the Sean Marion.
Okay. Yeah, from
Marion.
Mavs.
He was trash. I don't know what kind of way he got a part of the record. I don't know what he had to do with it, but it was trash to me. And nothing to get respect to him or nothing like that. But I'm one thing about this music, I'm gonna just call it what it is. You feel like he might think my shit trash. Look, that's his opinion, but I'm just saying for that shit was trash.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't reference football in his music.
I've heard a couple of dudes do that shit too. Though I was like, that's so corny, bro. Like, do music, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do it, do it. You ain't got to try. I feel like they're trying to lean on the football shit in order to come up. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can't do that. It got to be the music. Got to speak for itself.
Right.
You feel me? In order for that shit to pop. But I've never seen it happen. But more power to dog homie. I hope it. Shit, if it should hit. I hope it hit. You know what I'm saying? But I just never.
I'll send you a couple of his tracks. They're not bad, man. They're not bad. He's got
even the kid. What's the kid that was going against Shaq? That was going back and forth with Shaq. Lillard.
Yeah, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, dude wasn't that bad, man.
He's not bad, man. Dame
Dollar.
He's not terrible. That's what I was gonna say. He's not terrible. AB is trash.
Who that?
Antonio Brown.
Oh, he raw?
Garbage.
He got he's garbage.
Oh.
Hey, AB, come here, bro. Come here, bro.
Bro, I'm embarrassed for him. Like I'm sitting. Well, he's not there right now, is he? No, he's straight.
Yeah, I could go for that though. A lot of these guys, they just feel like just because they got the money to do it or the spotlight, that shit don't always work. I've seen on the worst levels, bro, and the best levels, and that shit just like never happens. I don't know why. I'm talking about super talented NFL guys that play musicians. They play. I mean, RJ was like that. RJ Sal, he played the key, he played the drum, he made the beats. He made a couple of my beats for me back in the day, but it never could resonate into like just mainstream, bro. It's just like you're always gonna be looked at as a football player. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and especially if you incorporate what you do on the field with your rhymes, it's just I turn it off immediately, man. It's just corny.
That's it, corny. But yeah, I'm interested though, man. I want to hear. Where's he from?
He's from Ackworth, Georgia, and he played for the Ravens in Baltimore and then went to the Raiders. He has a crazy story, man. Like he overcame a lot with like addiction and everything, like a lot. Like I think what happened was he got kicked off the team because he woke up 2 miles away from the practice facility in a parking lot because he bought fentanyl when he thought he was buying something else, and it just knocked him out for.
Oh, listen, my cousin, he's like my brother because he grew up in the house with me. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you ever was following my Instagram. He was always this big guy with me.
Yeah,
his name Iggy. This motherfucker was the number one athlete in the nation 2 years in a row, but got in trouble. Like didn't go to college. Like still, like to this day, like you can probably suit up right now and go play right now at like 40 something. But same thing happened to him, bro. This is in last year, June. I lost my cousin. Fentanyl.
Yeah, man.
His uncle passed away, so he was in the hood. They was trying to cheer him up. They tried to give him some coke. Like he don't even do coke.
Right.
She was laced with No, bro, he didn't even know. Like they putting all type of shit. They putting foot now in every fucking thing, bro.
I
That's
know.
why y'all gotta be safe out there. But bro, he hit that bitch. Him and the dude that he was with fell out instantly. They hit him with that shit. What is it? Narc something, whatever that shit is. They hit him with.
And yeah.
The other dude woke up. My cousin.
Yeah.
Out of the spot.
Did they have to put it in his heart? Like they jab it in the heart?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming. I seen that. I mean, we both watch Pulp Fiction. Obviously.
Yeah, right. For real.
I would imagine that's what it's like, but I don't know if they shooting the hard. I don't know, but they hit him with it 3 times, whatever it was. The one dude one time he came back. I guess because my cousin had never did no hard drugs before. I guess that's why it probably ended him, man. But he died, man. That was last year, July.
Man,
it's crazy, man. But that shit's that's taking over. But to beat that, bro, and like you say, and he that's big.
Yeah. He came back from it, man, and now he's probably easily one of the top 3 best tight ends in the NFL right now. Like he's killing it. Like he's doing it. Yeah. And his music's not bad, man. I'll send it to you. I want you to hear it. And if you're in town, man, I'd love to have you come through and meet him.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to get there, man. I'm gonna call because like me and Payne, I want to go back over some of this Blue Brothers stuff to see what they got so far because they've been talking. Like I said, they've been talking to the screenwriters or whatever to come up with ideas for it. So I'm anxious to see what they got going on. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and shoot up that is because I'm done. Like once this guy's done here at the club, I'm out of here. I'm free. So
yeah, man, I'll try and see if I can get those shoes done for you by then too. And just hand them over.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Whoa, man, those ones you did for Chayo. Bro, where you got them from? He's like, Jay. I'm like, come on, man. I know. I said he must have just wanted to go extra all out for you or something because these bitches is fucking hard. He said, nah, he does this all the time. He's like, he does that. I said, shit, man, I got to get somebody. I said, I might have to get me some of them too. See, them bitches hard. I like what you did with those, brother.
I got you, man. Yeah, I can do that. I'm doing a pair of cleats right now for Waller. Shit, if I don't have them right here, I can grab them, show them to you. They, I'm doing here. Hold on, let me grab them. And I'll let you go. I know you're busy.
I know you was doing the cleats and all that shit too.
What's that?
I didn't know you was doing cleats and all that shit for players and shit.
Yeah, man. So his grandfather or great grandfather is Fats Waller. He's a real famous old school jazz musician. So these are the Jordans that I taped them up and I did the chameleon paint here. If you can see it.
See that.
And then I'm doing the neon green. I'm gonna finish that. And up here, I'm doing his grandfather. So when I peel that away, it's going to be a neon green outline of his grandfather's face. And down here, I'm going to do, I'm either going to do chameleon music notes or I'm going to do piano keys.
Oh, that'd be hard.
Yeah. Yeah, they're turning out okay. I did these.
I didn't made the fucking, that's the 11s. I ain't even know they made cleats like that. The Jordan 11 cleat.
Yeah. No, these are 16s. These are Wallers. Yours,
actually, like you know how the 11s I got the patented leather on the regular shoe. That's what I thought it was, like a cleat version of that.
Oh no! This is just straight flat leather. It's just black, and this is white down here, and then this is black and checkered in here.
Oh, so that's okay. I see. You got the tape. You taped it like that.
Yeah.
So is that what does it have like the line? Well, I don't want you to take the tape off, but the shoestrings got like it look like the
Yeah, it's got the strings go underneath, but it's got the like the elastic.
The elastic, yeah.
So I'm gonna paint those probably white. Yeah. These will be done probably in the next, like whenever we get done. Well, I'll probably finish these in like an hour.
So you got a whole, so like you got other players that you do shit for, or just certain?
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope, bro. Like, yeah, that sounds like a lucrative business.
I do these, like I started doing them because I love art and I love sneakers. And
right.
I've got pairs that are just sitting there blank that are supposed to be for me that I don't even touch because I've been doing these for other people. But I've got another pair I'm doing for Chayo. I've got your pair. I've got one that I'm doing for Payne to match that new mask that he's got, the green one.
Oh man, that shit's hard.
Yeah.
That Louis one. You talking Louis one?
Yeah.
That shit's hard.
Yeah, I did some brown ones, brown and blue for the ones that for the mask that he had before, and then now he's got the ones with the teeth that are supposed to be after that cat from Mortal Kombat. I'm doing those right now for him. So,
yeah, which is hard.
Yeah, man.
Go, man. Yeah, man. Hey, You're a good dude, man. I must say, man. You look out for people, man. You're doing your thing, man. Salute to you, brother.
I appreciate that, brother. I really do. I really do. Before I let you go, do you have any tips for any up and coming artists?
Same as I always say, make hits. That's what it's all about.
Already.
Make hits, stay safe, man, because it's dangerous out here.
All right, man. Young Cash, my man, I really appreciate you being on the show, partner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure.